Acceptable. Good evening, everyone. Former First Lady Jill Biden said she doubts if she will ever see a female president in her lifetime. Well, here's to hoping that she lives forever.
A sexist would say.
Wow. Wow.
Two former NBA players declared their eligibility for the WNBA draft because they say they identify as women, which sucks because now all the other WNBA players have to do the same thing. The commissioner said the league is having a meeting to review what a woman is. So far, they've disqualified anyone who could back out of the driveway without running into the mailbox.
Wow, yet another sexist would say.
3 for 3. A team of divers recently discovered a 162-year-old bottle of beer that experts claim could be drinkable. Even more remarkable, they also discovered a box of wine that lasted 20 minutes in this woman's fridge. Iran is demanding financial compensation for damages inflicted on the country before it reopens the Strait of Hormuz. Meanwhile, the Ayatollah wants additional payment for missing the final episode of RuPaul's Drag Race. I don't get it. Iranian state media released a video of the supreme leader amid months of speculation about his health, though some aren't convinced, as he is seen being propped up by Mitch McConnell's wife. How did she get there?
She's everywhere.
She's everywhere. In a social media video, AOC revealed that she's freezing her eggs. After all, someday she may want to have an abortion.
I thought that was good.
That is a perfect joke.
That was the best one.
A Long Island stripper is suing a doctor who slapped her with a restraining order after she told his wife about their affair. Wow, it's been a rough month for Fauci. All right. That was fun. So picture 3 completely different train wrecks. The DSA consuming the Democratic Party, a Cambridge professor who makes Jussie Smollett look like Honest Abe, and the WNBA turning into a prison yard with basketballs. So what do these issues have in common, besides being the first time charades ever heard about them?
What? What issues?
Identity politics. It's the operating system. It's the pair of glasses that once you put on, you don't see competence, evidence, even reality. So the DSA doesn't rise because they figured out how to make bread lines look sexy. Obviously, starving women are hot. They just figured out how to wrap class warfare in every identity grievance known to man. You're not just a socialist anymore, you're a socialist of color, a queer socialist, a socialist in a burqa. The identity is the product, economics becomes irrelevant. Then there's Cambridge. The guy becomes the youngest black professor in the history of the place, and everybody's high-fiving like they just cured racism. Yet his resume had more lies than my Fox News drug test. Still, half the academic world calls any criticism of him a racist attack because identity became more important than the truth. Racism went from slavery to noticing a black guy as a total fraud. And the WNBA, same movie, biological reality, walks into the women's locker room and the official response is, "How dare you notice?" While insisting male athletes cover up when women reporters enter their locker rooms. Because in the identity filter, the feelings of the smallest identity group override the entire reason the league exists. So no matter the job, you're no longer a politician, a scholar, or an athlete. You're a representative of your group, and your job is to protect the narrative at all costs, even if it makes you look as nutty as Leah Thomas in a two-piece. Nutty.
Nutty. Yeah.
Thank you. Now,
That was pretty good.
pretty good. Now, identity politics has been around a while, but it exploded in the 2010s. The same time, anxiety and depression skyrocketed, especially among kids. Of course, social media turned identity into a public performance that's constantly judged. And what's being judged? Not what you do, it's what you are. Status anxiety became identity anxiety. Worse, identity politics now informs every single screw-up that life throws at you. A canceled flight, an angry boss, a fast food employee giving you the wrong sauce for your McNuggets. It must register as an affront, or you're not living your true self. It's why TikTok is nothing but tantrums when it should be influencers taking pictures of their butts.
OnlyFans.
Now imagine if this bondage of identity were gone. Life's obstacles roll off your back because there's no identity or ego present to get bruised. If a flight's delayed, that's just weather. A boss a pain in the ass, it's his problem that he's 5'5" and hates your great jokes. I did not write that. A speeding ticket, maybe you shouldn't have driven your Corvette into the children's hospital. It was closed.
Yeah.
A person detached from identity accepts reality and realizes that life's speed bumps are not a personal attack. It's just life on life's terms. Meanwhile, all the emotional fireworks at protests and subways and restaurants, that's proof that identity offers no space for happiness. Once you become someone who believes the world owes him, then every inconvenience becomes about you. So no wonder you're miserable. Meanwhile, politicians love it because this angst keeps the rabble from noticing their own corruption. So the real test is everyday life. If ordinary disappointments still light you up, like a homeless guy pissing on the third rail, you might want to ask if you were sold a bad idea, or in this case, a pair of glasses, which you should exchange immediately for some better ones.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube, and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.